All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol NIO Neo Inc. Before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, I want every single investor and viewer that has something to share or feels like sharing something about this chart, any news or any information on how they feel about it, comment down below. I encourage that. And I would like to engage in conversations with a lot of you guys, or at least see you guys engage in conversation with one another about this ticker symbol and what is your outlook and what you think about the slight dip that is forming. Now, the one thing I'm noticing that's a little bit slightly still normal, right, based off of how this is dipping, is the fact that it dipped a little steep here at the beginning when it actually had one of its first runs. And then it started to level off and it continued that upward momentum to where we're at now. Now, the thing is that this is actually a little bit deeper into a U-shape type of turnaround. The other one was more of like a V and then it continued to work its way up. This is more of like a steady, slow downward trend. So now we're in bearish territory. So the tug of war and the sideways movement was here. Now we do know about the ups and downs of how this stock works, how we've seen here in the chart. But like I've said in all my other videos, I hadn't seen any red flags. I still don't see this as a red flag. The market as a whole was actually, tumbling today. But this is something now to actually closely monitor because we broke through the lowest point, which was 25.77 at one point in the day. Now we didn't hold below it and we're going to look at it closely, but that is one of the lowest points in this run all the way to when it reached up here and then it started moving sideways to where we're at now. Now the question is, could this come back up, or is it going to go sideways, or is this going to go in this direction? Now obviously the volatility of the market is normal. And I've seen it already happen here pretty early, and it happened pretty early here. But these were steep, sharp ones, and then they came back up. This is actually more of like a U and slowly trending that way. So I would pay very close attention to how it's acting. Not a red flag just yet, like I've stated. It was really stable and steady here. It's still holding up, obviously, about 50% of those gains. So, it's not like a terrible fall right now, but it is starting to go ahead and it's broken through the lowest point and it's kind of hanging out at a lower point. The question is, could the bulls reappear and bring this back up? We're in bearish territory and this tug of war will be interesting for the coming days and weeks. Like I said, I would love to see you guys comment down below your thoughts and how you feel about it. Do you think that this was just today's reaction to the market, or something about news, or what you think? Is it profit taking? There's still potential here and it's still holding up. When you look at it from an outside perspective, it starts turning into a U, but when you look at it closely, it's still in that sideways movement, but just a little bit lower. And this one point is significant that it hit the lowest point. It broke through at that 25.77 range. So we need to pay very close attention to how this is reacting. So we're going to move our supports to its new location. And we're going to look at the lowest point that it reached and our resistance. This is a very narrow stretch here. This is literally within the last 3 to 4 hours of the day. And they're very important right now because the bearish run was pretty steep. So the 50-day moving average is up here at 2681. 2681 is super important. We're below it and the bears are in control. The moment we're above it, the bulls are in control. Now, for the bulls to even get back up there and break through the 50-day moving average, they need to break through resistance. This is the first resistance level that will signify that they're going in that upward momentum to reach their goal to get back into bullish territory. That is 2608. 2608 needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can break away from it, reach newer highs and newer resistance levels to break through the 50-day moving average and get back into bullish territory. So super important. Now, to all investors, this does not signify that the bulls have gained control. We are still in bearish territory. But breaking through 2608, turning that into a support and breaking away from it, they could be on their way closer to their goal to get back over 2681 and start reaching bullish territory and bullish resistance levels and newer highs. Now, on the other hand, the lowest point reached in the day was 2547. I'd write that down. If that gets broken through, this will start to see newer lows. That is below the point of 25, obviously 77, 79, give or take. And also this support level that we're about to look at is super important as well. This support level, if it gets broken through, I would monitor how it's reacting between 2562 and 2547, and how quickly is it hitting newer lows? Is it kind of hanging out in between, giving the bulls a chance to reappear and pull this one back up? Or is this just breaking away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction, hitting newer lows and newer support levels? Because if it does, this will start to see newer support levels and newer lows. And then obviously the next point after that is way down here at 21, which is the lowest point before this ran up. Now, this is a really close one. If the bulls can use this as support to bounce back, we'll have to see what's going to happen. This is going to be very interesting for tomorrow. And as always, I hope that these cues are helpful and informative to go ahead and be prepared for tomorrow's trading day. And every investor that wants to comment down below, I would love to hear your guys' feedback. And not only that, so that you guys can interact as a community here, because that's the whole point of this, to learn and grow together on your insights. And if you just thought this was today's market that created this, this was just, a byproduct of what's going on overall, or was this anything with Neo's profit taking or uncertainty or just news? And if you agree with me or disagree with me with what I see in the chart, and just engage in conversations so that we can talk with one another and see what other perspectives other investors have, and that's what we're here for. So I hope that you guys find these cues helpful and informative. And if you guys do and you're a first-time viewer and investor, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watch this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. End of this video is going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I'll be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on specific dates. On these specific dates, the Federal Reserve is actually pumping the markets. I go into more detail about it in the video. I highly encourage you guys to click on it, but just to go ahead and give you guys an overview on it, it rises up these individual ticker symbols within the S&P 500 index anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not sound like a lot, but it does add up per share. And like I always say, profits are profits. Click on the link. It should be popping up soon. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything or guaranteeing profits. I'm just there to share with you guys an opportunity and a strategy to maximize profits and minimize losses. Thank you guys once again for watching, and let's make some money.